Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Greg J coming to you live from the DreamKreator Arts Annex in downtown Long Beach. Wanted to reflect with you about nonprofit organizations. Nonprofit organizations. We're participating in a program called Long Beach Gives, and this is a program that says gathers all of the nonprofits in the region, hundreds of nonprofits, uh, to participate in a crowdfunding type way to raise much needed resources for the programs and services that these nonprofits may have all across the city. Hundreds of nonprofits getting together. Long Beach Gives. September 21st is the Long Beach Gives Day, and you'll be seeing us do a long, what we're calling a streamathon. And we're going to invite a lot of nonprofits from the arts and culture sector here to talk about arts and culture, all things arts and culture, and then also impress upon you the importance of supporting these nonprofits and the community services that they give. We're gifted to have the renowned music industry icon, Violet Brown, will be here with us. We're going to be talking to a number of different hip hop luminaries, both of us in the industry. We're reaching out to our friends. So you never know who will pull up with me and Violet as we talk about hip hop history, 50th anniversary of hip hop is going down, right? Everybody's talking about it. But we were there. And so we're talking about the people and the taking on the theme of the making of hip hop and examining the intersection of hip hop and arts and culture. Very important conversation. You'll be able to make donations to the Arts Council for Long Beach, on which we sit on the board together. You'll be able to make donations to the DreamKreator Studio. And there's a few other nonprofits from around the city that we've invited to participate. Come and talk about arts and culture on our streamathon that happens on tomorrow. But today, I just wanted to take a moment here as I'm preparing, I'm reflecting. You know, Long Beach is great, right? This Long Beach Gives is great. It's a beautiful thing and a really innovative way to raise funds for nonprofits across the city. As for me, I'm involved in nonprofits all across the region. And I wanted to shout those nonprofits out because as we begin to talk about giving, it is important. Nonprofits provide an essential service as we recover. Nonprofits are at the leading edge of social justice, equality, services, education, information, inspiration for so many sectors. I don't know, community development, mental health, caregivers, health and medicine. I mean, on and on and on, important nonprofits are out there. So I just wanted to come on live right here as I'm preparing for tomorrow's Long Beach Gives, and I want to just kind of shout out the different nonprofit organizations that I'm associated with, and hopefully you will find it in your heart to give to those organizations in this season of giving. The first one I want to uplift is the West Angeles Community Development Corporation. Listen, I have been associated with this faith based, community based organization since its inception back in the 90s, shortly after the rebellion following the uh, unjust verdict of LAPD officers who brutally beat Rodney King. Bishop Charles E. Blake and Dr. Lula Bolton got together and founded the West Angeles Community Development Corporation. It is an entity that is turning blighted properties into affordable housing, particularly for our seniors. It has programs, entrepreneurship training, homeowner training, conflict resolution, I mean, man, the list goes on and on what West Angeles Community Development Corporation does to serve the community, particularly in the Crenshaw corridor. It is about seeking social and economic justice while alleviating poverty as tangible expressions of the kingdom of God. What a noble, mission, phrase, foundational statement to walk on as we go to improve our communities in South Los Angeles, in our communities, in Black and Brown communities, in marginalized and underserved communities. What a great mechanism through the church that can help place resources, provide vital services to help and uplift and empower our community. The West Angeles Community Development Corporation. We would love to get your donations there for that fantastic nonprofit. You can just go to westangelescdc.org, westangelescdc.org. I'll place these links in the comments after we go off of our live so that you can just click through. And therefore, you can find out exactly how to give, how to support this fantastic nonprofit organization, the West Angeles Community Development Corporation. The second nonprofit I just wanted to amplify here is the Living Legends Foundation. The Living Legends Foundation is made up of those of us who have been in the entertainment/music industry over the years, and they provide vital resources for people who may fall ill or fall incapacitated in some financial way, shape, form, or fashion. And they can reach out to the Living Legends Foundation and find some sort of support for those of us who labored in the entertainment industry, the music industry, primarily during like the 90s, the 80s, all that. But it's, it's a relief foundation for music industry veterans, right? Great organization. Always try to attend their annual gala, which happens up at the Taglion complex up there in Hollywood in October. They also have a barbecue on the next day. It's a great reunion to see all of the people who have participated in, the music industry, the Black music industry, and all the while raising funds and awareness for the work that the Living Legends Foundation does for the Black music industry. The Living Legends Foundation. I believe their website is livinglegendsfoundation.org. I will put that in the chat or in the comments as soon as we're done here so they can link up, make a donation to them in this time of giving. I want to lift up the Academy of Media Arts, Brother Dana Hammond. Been knowing him since he was a very young man. He's formed a nonprofit. He's breaking paradigms in the area of education. He's really fighting the good fight out there to make sure that our young people have a quality education, have a foundational knowledge in the area of media arts, whether that's broadcasting, music, that's just all sorts of things. The school is accredited. They have a very high graduation rate. They are moving fast and furious in the new frontiers of education. And I'm going to put a link in the chat too. They are a nonprofit. And certainly if you want to give to that, I would be more than happy to encourage you to do so. Please support these important nonprofits, right? DreamKreator Studio, I am intimately linked to that fantastic nonprofit. And, they believe in building community through media and really just trying to preserve and be focused and intentional about telling our own stories. Listen, the conversation happens around here a lot. How do we tell our own stories? We let others tell our story, but often it comes not in an accurate manner. So we have to be the stewards of our history. the stewards of our legacy as American descendants of slaves. And we're definitely all about doing that through the work of the DreamKreator Studio. But not only for Black people, for all people. This is what we are all about here at the DreamKreator Studio. Those are just some of the nonprofits that I just wanted to shout out right here. If I've forgotten you, and I know y'all, just put it in the comments right here. Let's get a thread. Let's get a whole chain of giving, right? That's what we need to have, a chain of giving, so that we can support the nonprofits that are out here doing the work that is required. Right now, I'm inside of the exhibit, Long Beach Rising. We built this exhibit. We rediscovered, if you will, the plywood panels that once boarded up storefronts in the wake of the George Floyd murder. When George Floyd was murdered in Minneapolis, many protests erupted in cities across the globe. In Long Beach, the business owners boarded up their windows with plywood in order to mitigate against damage that may happen. It looked really crazy, man. I mean, I'll show you some pictures and some videos on another live presentation, but certainly it looks post-apocalyptic in a way in the city of Long Beach, probably other places too, but in Long Beach, yes, a post-apocalyptic situation. We rediscovered let me finish the story. The artists of the city converged on the streets and began to paint beautiful murals on these plywood protectors, if you will. Beautiful murals. And at one point in time, they were collected and curated with the intention of making a show and a showing and preserving this great history of the city of Long Beach. But for whatever reason, it didn't happen. Fast forward to this year, we kind of rediscovered the panels, collecting dust in an abandoned location in Long Beach. And as we went through the lumber personally, piece by piece, plank by plank, we were able to assemble these great works of art in a gallery setting. You are invited to come and see the gallery, come and visit the gallery. We're located at 255 East 4th Street in downtown Long Beach, 255 East 4th Street. The building is unmarked, so please pay attention to the number. It's out there, 255 East 4th Street. Come through, examine these beautiful pieces of art that we have found, that we have repurposed in a gallery setting. Even just keep listening, even as we'll talk about Long Beach Gives, we're going to also have some of the artists that were on the streets painting these beautiful murals to join us, to talk about how they express their art, to talk about how important supporting the arts is within the city of Long Beach. But again, not only Long Beach, but all across the world. Please support the arts. Please give. Please, please, please give. Man, for every dollar, just a dollar, man. If everybody on my list gave $1 that on this Facebook, it would be 5,000. And then over there on LinkedIn, probably another 5,000. So that's 10. So, it's a beautiful thing to see and understand that people are out there with a compassionate heart. People are out there with the knowledge that we need to come together in such a time as this. It's a rough time out here, but it's time to give and help nonprofits provide the goods and services, provide the programs and services that they are providing in order to help empower and uplift the community. In our community, this is essential. It's important for us to understand, for us to participate, for us to support the various nonprofits. There's lots of them out there, and they need your help. And for me, while I am LinkedIn through my duties as the board president of the Arts Council for Long Beach. And I encourage you to support that arts and culture organization. We're one of the premier arts and culture organizations in the state. Maybe even in the country, and that is evidenced by the programs that we have. California Creative Corps, our robust public art department, our robust arts education department. Yeah, it's going down, right? It's going down, it's going down. So support arts through the Arts Council for Long Beach. I'm the board president, so there it is. You see my official stance. DreamKreator Studio, building community through media. This is an important organization to also be a part of. Help us grow as we reach across the globe and promote culture and content for our empowerment. DreamKreator Studio, that's what it's all about right there. But then also too, is since we're talking about giving, reach out across beyond the borders of Long Beach, California, all across Southern California, South LA. There's strong nonprofits out there that are supporting our communities out there, and I'm very much in touch with them, active. West Angeles Community Development Corporation, I'm the secretary there. So I'm going to go ahead and include that in my appeal to all of you all to please support that beautiful nonprofit, westangelescdc.org. Also, Living Legends Foundation, music industry, right? That's it. Living Legends Foundation. There's probably a lot more that I'm missing right here. I don't, charge it to my head and not my heart, because if you know of a nonprofit right now in this season of giving, go ahead and give us a shout, drop $1 or $2 in there, a little offering. Every little bit helps in this nonprofit world. Man, just please, please, please support the arts, support community development, support your community by supporting a nonprofit out there. Every little bit helps. Call them up, just drop them off. Man,